Yeah, hello and welcome to this video where I will show you how to use KISSMetrics to track the usage of your mobile app. So first of all, KISSMetrics is an analytics tracking web app that you can find at kissmetrics.com here. And here I'm logged in to my dashboard. And the idea behind tracking in KISSMetrics is kind of to understand how people use your app. So there are two main things you need to start off with, and these are events and metrics. So you can click here to create events, and then you can also click here to create you can click here on top here to create a new metric down here. So the idea behind events and metrics is that events happen when people take a certain action, and metrics are the statistics attached to an event. So let me just quickly give a quick example of what I mean by that. So a quick event could be a user clicking on the button, and a metric would just be how many times people click on that button. So if you understand, so that's the attachment between metrics and events. Another example could be a user viewing a page, a sales page for example, and then another event could also be a user clicking on the buy but actually buying the application that you are selling. So you could have a metric, for example, which is named the conversion rate. So the conversion rate would be the number of people that view that page versus the number of people that actually bought the application you're selling. Alright, so you can set up events in two ways from the web app itself. So basically by going here and clicking on creating a new event, and then you can see, okay, when a person visits a URL, you can add the URL in here, or submits a form, or clicks on the button, right? But for the purpose of our iPhone application, we can't really use this, so we'll have to use the events tracked via the API. So KISSMetrics has a PHP API which you can get from GitHub here at KISSMetrics/KISSMetrics, and if you download the API there, you should get a couple of files which you can use to which you can actually call from your application. So for example, here is a sample PHP file, a very simple one which I use to implement the KISSMetrics API. So the first step is to include the API up there, and then we're getting the action that we want to record, and then the unique identifier. These will all be passing along with the URL, and then you have your API key, and here is a quick call. So KISSMetrics record, we basically record that action with some options. So in this case, my options is just my unique ID, so I can track users, and I can track what actions they actually do on the application. Okay, so the next step is to integrate that into the app. So I have an app here called Daily Deal, which is a daily deal aggregator for the iPhone, which you can view here. So what I want to do is, if users can actually scroll through and see deals, they can also click on view deal there, so they can view the details of the deal, and then click on buy now to actually buy the deal, and then they will be sent off to the deal site. That could be Groupon, KGB, Living Social, or whatever. So what I want to do is I want to track how many people actually view the deal compared to how many people actually click on the buy now button. So this will help me understand which deals are actually performing the best, so then I can actually put those deals higher up in the list. So here I have a KISSMetrics file. So it's basically two functions which is called from this object. So what we have is a user view the deal and the user bought a deal. So here we have the URL with the information about the actions and the unique ID in the URL. And I think that's actually it. So if you run that, so basically when I go here and I click on view deal, and a request is sent off in the background to KISSMetrics, and when I click on buy now, another request is sent off in the background, and that is all tracked for me. So going back to my dashboard, I can now view my events down here. So let me close that. So I have two events here, bought a deal and user clicked on the deal. Then I can actually add a couple of metrics which I've added already here, which is my conversion rate. So buying a deal versus a user viewing a deal. And then I can edit my details. So the two events that are tied into that is the user viewing a deal and the user buying a deal. And I can save that metric, and then that information will come up, in the next 24 hours. But you understand how that works, right? So that's basically how it would work with KISSMetrics. So now I'm armed with information about my app. I can now find ways of improving the conversion rate. For example, I can change the color of my buttons, change the location of the buttons, and etc. So that's how KISSMetrics can be used to track a mobile app. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can send it to me through Twitter at AmyTime, or you can get me on Google+. My name is Tope Abayomi from AmyTime Apps. Thank you very much and hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.